Hello, this is Ross Plaskow and welcome to my brand new tutorial about character animation in After Effects. First of all, I'm going to explain the techniques and then we're going to apply those techniques to a full character. Okay, here is our character and we want this character to move from here to here. What do? We press P, set a keyframe, move along a few frames and move the character over there. Press N, press B and press play. Wow, look at that animation. That is sterling work. So what do we do to improve it? Well, the first thing we can do is highlight both the keyframes, right-click, Keyframe Assistant, and click Easy Ease, and that should make it look a lot more smooth. Notice how it accelerates, gets to its top speed in the middle, and then slows down at the end. Some people would be happy with this, but there are a few other methods that can make your animation look even better. For instance, we're going to move 4 frames back, 1, 2, 3, 4, set a keyframe, and we're going to make this keyframe pull to the left in the opposite direction of where it is about to go. Then we're going to go over here and go forward 4 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, set a keyframe, and we're going to make this keyframe go too far, move it to the right. That looks a lot better. So this method can be applied to every single part of your character. And trust me, there is a big difference between a character animated like this and a character animated like this. Let's do it! Let's begin the animation. So let's go forward to about 1 second and set a few keyframes. For the head, we're going to need to set the position and rotation keyframes, P and R. Then body, P and R. Then the arms and legs, highlight them and double-click U, and then we're going to do the path keyframes. You have to do them one at a time. Highlight all, click U. Then for the arms, we're going to do rotation, hit R. And then for the features, just P for position. So let's move forward about 4 frames and make another pose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw another line of keyframes, and let's make him point over to the right or something. I don't know. See what I feel like. Just rotate the body down, rotate the head down as well, because he's looking down at what he's pointing at. Move the features so that his head looks like it's turning. Then maybe bend his left arm up to counterbalance his weight. I find when you animate something, it's best to animate everything. Even if someone's leaning forward, you shouldn't just lean the hips forward, you should move everything, including the arms and the legs. Of course, if he moves down, you have to change the top position of the legs and then make his legs bend a little bit. Let's see how this looks. Okay, as you can see, it is pretty shit. So what happens if we keep on working on it in the exact same way that we kept on working on the ball? So let's first of all Easy Ease, F9. Looks a little bit better. Now we're going to do some anticipation and bounce. For instance, move 4 frames back on the body, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then take this rotation, and because it's going to be rotating forwards to 7, we're going to rotate it back 1. And then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, set another keyframe there, and then we're going to make this one go forward a bit too far. So let's change it to 8, and then it will return back to 7 over here. See? Already has a little bit of bounce on it. Let's apply this to every single part of him. Move him up a little bit. Here we want him to go down a little bit too far, but we need another keyframe over here. Back to this one. And move him down a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Even more bouncy. Add some anticipation to the head with the rotation. Set a keyframe, Change this one to be backwards by 1, -1. Set another keyframe there, and then make this one go a bit too far forward. Bouncy. Here is where I will add in another technique called overlap. This is where you delay certain rotations and movements to give a more natural feeling. Not everything moves at the same time. In fact, nothing moves at the same time. So what we can do is we can highlight the rotation of the head and just move it to the right by 1 frame. You can see what that looks like if I move it a few frames forward. Just a little bit more. And that's called overlap. Maybe we'll move the rotation of the body along 1 frame. That looks nice. Maybe we can move the position of the head down a little bit so that it goes too far down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then make this one go too far down. Yeah, that looks good. Or maybe we can make the head go up before. Make this one go up a little bit. Just by a couple of pixels. And it adds a lot. Maybe we'll move the features a little bit further. Let's bounce the legs a little bit. Maybe they need to bend a bit too far. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll make them bend here a bit too far. Just a couple of pixels. 1, 2. I see that. Now they're bending a little bit too far. Looks nice. With the arm, as it's pointing to the right, maybe I'll make it point a little bit too far. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make this go a little bit too far. Make the left arm go up a little bit too much as it's moving up. Just wherever it's going, make it go too far and then return back. So here it's going to go too far and then it's going to return back here. Highlight the vertices that you want to move a little bit too far up and press up, obviously. You're not a retard. Now there's more bounce. You could also change when this left arm goes up. Absolutely nothing moves at exactly the same time, so maybe we'll move this to the left so that it moves first. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, here's a side-by-side comparison, so you can see that the one on the right looks a lot more natural, a lot more bouncy. Hopefully this tutorial has helped a few people, maybe add a little bit more life into their characters. I've been Ross Plaskow. Thanks for watching.